What's up, football fans? It's Epic here for another episode of 5 plus 5 equals 10. This time, it's the playoff edition, episode 2. And in case you guys didn't know, Aaron Rodgers, that bad man that he is back. So, I decided we're going to bring back our main guest from last week, Gushna. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Epic? I'll be doing a lot better today had the refs known how to call a holding on Matt Khalil, but that's none of my business.
Okay, and congratulations to those who moved on in last week's playoff game. We all know how hard it is to make your run to glory, and that's why we make these videos. On the other hand, if you lost last week, it's probably because you guys started Josh McCown or benched Leonard Fournette.
Aren't you the one who said to start Alex Smith?
Okay. Alright, anyways, guys, we got 5 starts, 5 sits, and about 10 seconds or less, so keep hanging in there, fans. We got plenty more in store. And a QB I'm starting this week is Aaron Rodgers. Excuse me? Aaron Rodgers is back, and even with a bad collarbone, he's still substantially better than almost every quarterback on the planet. I don't care who you have on your roster, or that he's playing a respectable defense in his first game back. You are starting the bad man in all formats.
Alright, my QB to start's a little bit better than Aaron Rodgers. I've heard of him before, I think. My QB to start is Case Keenum. Last week, Case Keenum played a vicious Carolina front seven, and they blitzed well and often. He was surprised and couldn't do much about it, especially when Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs can't really catch a football. I expect him to turn around this week and go off in a very important game. Aaron Rodgers is back and ready to play, and Keenum is going to realize that and lock the North this week.
Alright, a QB I'm sitting is Jared Goff. I like me some Jared Goff, but the Rams are highly dependent on the run game and are still a pretty darn good defense at Seattle. At Seattle, it's hard for me to trust Jared Goff in Week 15.
Alright, my QB to sit is Tyrod Taylor. Taylor is coming off a knee injury, and that is a big no-no for mobile quarterbacks. His fantasy production often comes from his legs, and when he can't run, he's going to struggle to find a good groove. He also plays a Miami team that has been hot and just shut down the GOAT, Tom Brady. Sit him in your lineups this week. Look at the free agents instead.
Okay, running back I'm starting is Alex Collins. Wow, the kid has given the Ravens some life. Alex Collins is the best thing going for the Ravens offense right now, and will rely on him to plunge his way through the Browns with ease.
Alright, my running back to start is, I know it's going to come off as a little biased because it's another Viking, but Jerick McKinnon. The Bengals have struggled greatly this year on outside runs and small, shifty running backs. That's exactly what McKinnon is. He started to get hot last week before the half until the Vikings just stopped playing him. I expect him to get plenty of outside runs, and he's going off. Period.
Okay, running back I'm sitting is Kenyon Drake. This logic might sound strange, but Jay Cutler teams historically play bad after good performances. Yeah, I'm talking about Jay Cutler, but trust me, it's absolutely contagious, 100%. And the Bills want this game more than the Dolphins, so I'm not really comfortable with Drake this week.
Alright, my running back to sit is Lamar Miller. Miller has been consistently mediocre since Watson went down, and playing one of the best defenses in the league certainly won't help his case. With Yates throwing the ball, don't expect Miller to carry your team.
Alright, a wide receiver I'm starting is Jordy Nelson. Thanks to those who've been patient these last 8 weeks. Now, you can finally comfortably start Jordy Nelson. His spitting buddy is back, and he's going to pick up right where he left off, just in time for you to thrust him back in your fantasy lineups.
Alright, well, my wide receiver to start is Antonio Brown.
Wait, hold on. Gushna, this show is about guys that, you might be a little bit on the fence with, not, the best receiver in football type of thing.
Fine. My real wide receiver to start is Jordy Nelson. Now say it with me, the bad
man
is back throwing the football. The connection is real. Expect Nelson to have at least a touchdown and multiple red zone targets. He is a must start.
Okay, wide receiver I'm sitting is Alshon Jeffrey. Look, I don't know if Nick Foles is going to save Philadelphia, but starting Alshon Jeffrey certainly won't save your fantasy team. I expect the Eagles to ease Foles into his old starting job by running the ball a little bit more than they have and using those tight ends, leaving Jeffrey out of my lineups in Week 15.
Alright, my wide receiver to sit is Chris Hogan. Tom Brady is still Tom Brady, but now that he has his special weapon Gronk back, I expect Gronk to be his main target. Hogan has been struggling, and there's going to be better wide receivers that you can find on the waiver wire.
Okay, a tight end I'm starting is our old friend, Jared Cook. The The cowboy killer himself, Cook, has made a few different appearances on this show because he is truly a big part of this Raiders offense. The Cowboys, even with Sean Lee, don't scare me enough to consider benching Cook.
Alright, my tight end to start is Vernon Davis. Jordan Reed has officially been placed on season-ending IR, and that is gold for Vernon Davis owners. He's a must-start every week and has been consistent throughout this whole year. Expect that to continue this week.
Actually, Gushna, my tight end to sit is Vernon Davis. Because I've come to the conclusion that Vernon Davis is just not that good anymore. He hasn't produced very much at all with Jordan Reed out, and as Big Blue pointed out last week, the Arizona veterans can cover tight ends. So, in my humble opinion, Vernon Davis is a sit.
I guess we'll have to see. My sit is once again Greg Olsen. If you watched the Vikings-Panthers game, you could see that on the first drive, Olsen could barely walk after re-injuring his foot. He got retaped up, and he was still very slow the rest of the game. When you have a bad foot, you're not going to get much separation. Olsen's going to be a decoy this week, and you should not expect many targets for him.
Okay, defense I'm starting. The Minnesota Vikings. The Bengals are a dumpster fire, and the Vikings, coming off a kind of embarrassing loss to Carolina, will come out fast and furious and for Coach Zimmer's old team.
Alright, my defense to start is the New Orleans Saints. They play a McCownless Jets, and without McCown, the Jets would be winless right now. Start the Saints defense for some guaranteed fantasy points.
Okay, in defense I'm sitting this week. A little bit of a going out there type of sit, but I'm sitting the Chargers this week. Defenses in fantasy are all about matchups, and this matchup makes me a little bit nervous because Alex Smith and Andy Reid have the Chiefs and back in their offensive rhythm once again. At Arrowhead, I'm really looking for other options this week.
It's a bold pick, but I like it. My defense to sit this week is the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins are hot, and Smokin' Jay is hotter. Now that he has running game and the receivers are getting separation, expect the Bills to get burned multiple times.
Oh no. I'm afraid you've fallen in the Jay Cutler trap, Kushna. Alright, good stuff, guys. We did this last week, and it was quite entertaining. Lock him up or bust a nut. A rider dies or just dies. Anyways. My lock this week is Tom Brady. As much as I talk about and I love Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady is all the respect in the world for me. The Patriots are notorious for coming back after big primetime TV losses, and even against Pittsburgh, I feel more than comfortable locking up Tom Brady this week.
Alright, well, my lock of the week is kind of obvious. He's a bad man. Aaron Rodgers. There's no explanation needed. He's Aaron Rodgers.
You know I love that pick. My friend. My bust this week is going to be your running back to sit, Lamar Miller. Not that you guys are really hyped up about Miller at Jacksonville this week, but he's just not that good, especially without Deshaun Watson. Miller will have no chance to do anything this week against the biggest, meanest front seven in football that can not only sack the quarterback, but punish the running back. Bench Miller without question, and feel free to thank me later.
Alright, my bust is Jimmy Garoppolo. Somehow everyone keeps getting so high on him and he underwhelms every week. Just because he's a tall quarterback doesn't mean anything. And now I think I'm hearing that the 49ers are favored over the Tennessee Titans just because of Jimmy Garoppolo, who's thrown a whopping 2 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks. Sit him. You won't regret it.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that subscribe button because as we hit winter break, I will have a lot more time on my hands to make all sorts of different stuff which I haven't had the chance to do yet. And a big thanks to Gushna for coming on the show this week. Always appreciate his picks, and of course, thank you guys for watching. And Gushna, I've got 2 truths and a lie. Let's see if we can figure it out. Alright. Josh Gordon made over $50,000 a month at Baylor selling drugs. Aaron Rodgers can punt a football 50 yards, and Panthers running backs Jonathan Stewart and Christian McCaffrey both play the piano. What's going on here?
I would say the Aaron Rodgers one is a lie.
You're wrong. Josh Gordon only made about roughly $10,000 a month, not $50,000. Aaron Rodgers can indeed punt a ball 50 yards. It's crazy, but he's a bad man. What do you got for us?
Alright, well, mine is going to be Adam Thielen based, so here are my 3. Adam Thielen had to pay his way into attending a combine to be noticed by NFL scouts. Adam Thielen is the first 100-yard receiver since Randy Moss for the Vikings. Or Adam Thielen was an undrafted free agent. What's the lie here, Epic?
Remind me what the second one was, Gushna?
The second one was Adam Thielen is the first Vikings receiver to have 1,000 yards since Randy Moss.
Oh, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. You know what? I feel like no other Vikings receiver has done that. So I'm gonna say that Adam Thielen didn't. I don't think people pay their way to get into the combine. So I'm gonna say that's your lie.
Well, you would be wrong. Adam Thielen had to pay $500 out of his dad's pocket to be able to attend a combine in Minnesota. The lie was that Adam Thielen was the first 1,000-yard receiver since Randy Moss. Sidney Rice has gotten 1,000 yards.
I forgot about Sidney Rice. Oh man. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye now.